I definitely heard over the years people kind of like jokingly refer to the chess queen as chess bitch, the bitch of the board. It's almost like a negative that she's so powerful. Where, in reality, we all know that everything gets better when you add more powerful women. My main competition when I was a kid and a teenager were boys and men, just because the sport is so dominated by men and boys. I think a lot of times people were excited to see me because there were fewer girls and women in the game. So I got a lot of, support and happiness that there was a girl who was like crushing the boys. So I got a lot of positive attention. But then, of course, there was also some harassment and negative attention or comments about how women or girls couldn't be as good as boys. I was on board 1 and they'd be like, you're on the wrong board. You're supposed to be on board 5. And I'd be like, no, I am the top rated player on this team. The first women's world champion was Vera Menchik. And she unfortunately died by a bomb in London in World War II. She was actually the first female in the history of chess to compete at the top level with the top men of her day. And people were so upset when she beat them that they called it a Vera Menchik club. So anybody who lost to her joined this like supposedly, shameful club. And since then, there's been some other incredible women through the history of chess, like Judith Polgar, who's also a redhead. Love to see it. And she is the only woman in history who's made the top 10 players of all time. So she is a real hero to many of us. Since the Queen's Gambit came out, we've been getting a lot of inquiries from young women and senior women, grown-up women for the most part, adults who are interested in learning the game or reigniting their passion for it. It's such a massive pop culture success that now when people think of chess, they might think of, a redheaded Anya Taylor-Joy, which I love as somebody who's had red hair for quite a while now. I'm quite appreciative of how it portrayed a chess player. And I think it has a lot of strong messages for men too, that sometimes, that you should, respect what a woman is doing. And sometimes you can be the one supporting their career rather than all the imagery we see of vice versa. You have so much to learn from women. The numbers are definitely rising, whether it's online chess, the numbers reported at chess.com are showing a big spike in female membership. The numbers at US Chess have risen a lot in terms of females also, but it's still not as much as I'd like it to be. We still have so much work to be done because there's so much that girls and women can learn from chess. Chess takes you into this whole other world where you're completely non-distracted and you don't have to think about what other people think of you or how you look. And that is such an important lesson, I think, especially for teen girls, where they're being like bombarded with messages and advertising and social media notifications, that if we can teach them how to escape into their own mind, it's priceless.